Scranton was identified as one of the pilot cities for our Park Accelerator program, a city that has ample park space but needs a little push to enhance these spaces. One of the ways we do that at Trust for Public Land is to utilize space that's already there, that's not maximized to its potential. So that includes schoolyards. Kennedy was identified as one of the first elementary schools, or one of the first schools that we would work with. So we started off our work at Kennedy by doing an all-school assembly where the principal told all of the students what was going to come, which is the design of the schoolyard, and the whole process was kicking off. From then on, we spent the next couple of weeks, so 6 weeks, talking about what it means to be the lead student designers and how important that is, and what it means to incorporate not just what your ideas are, but also the classmates that aren't represented in the classroom, or even your families and parents at home, your neighbors. We talked about what happens in the schoolyard currently.
It's empty at the park, but we can still play. We play tag, freeze tag, like green light. We draw on the floor. We play basketball, football, maybe talk, sit down or something. We dance, we do dance.
It's all concrete, and if you trip and fall, you're basically going to scrape up your knee or something.
Mostly in winter it's shady, but in summer there's not really a lot of shade.
So clearly a lot of play, a lot of gathering, a lot of hanging out. So then they start thinking about, well, how can we maximize the space? What can we add that really enhances these experiences?
I would like to see like more turf, so it's not all concrete. And then other things like a track almost, or basketball.
Like spinners and shade, so if you get tired you can go on the shade and you're not hot outside.
We also talk about the watershed and what it means to be a part of a watershed. As it relates to the schoolyard, what can we plant and grow here that helps contribute to a healthy watershed? We talk about budget and kind of get a little serious, talking about how much things actually cost, realizing that we have a finite amount of resources, and not just financially but also space-wise. They can't possibly choose every single thing that they want or dream of, which is a reality that they have to realize.
I remember doing the math, and if we wanted anything there was like a certain budget, and you had to add up everything with how much you want, and you were counting up the money, and once you were done counting up the money you had your total budget.
I mean, seeing it week after week, what it really entailed was unbelievable. And what these kids did, like their minds, how they worked, was amazing to see. Like just to sit back and watch it was just as amazing as being a part of it. Like I loved how centered they were. Anything that you can make real world for them is such a great opportunity as a teacher. I mean, we can talk about budgets, we talk about measurements, things like that, but for them to go out there and actually measure their playground and then say, okay, this is the size we have, this is the piece of equipment, this is how much it costs to fit there. What opportunity do you get as a teacher to have that? I mean, it's really unbelievable. And they took it and ran with it. I mean, they really understood what they were doing, which is amazing. I mean, it just shows that real world experience, how important it is in the classroom.
I started teaching here 20 years ago at Kennedy. JFK, I feel like historically in the city of Scranton has been the most diverse community. I think a lot of other schools have diversified it and changed as our community has grown and changed, but JFK, because of where it's situated, has most long-term been such a community that has so many different, people coming together. I had no idea the extent and the involvement that this playground project would take on. It's so amazing to see our students being not just part of something, but an integral part of something, that they are the owners of it, that they're the creators, that they're bringing something to life that's going to be here for a long time.
It was just really fun because you were working together, you're using creativity, and you were using your mind for a lot of things. And we gotta just do cool stuff and have fun.
I'm happy and I'm excited when the playground gets here because I live close to here and just visit the playground.
And we love this school, we really do. Everybody loves this school.